AOS training with Exit Real Estate Gallery. We're going to start our training by opening a web browser. If you are using an Exit Real Estate Gallery office computer, any web browser that you open will open to the exitreg.com homepage, which is Exit Real Estate Gallery's agent intranet site. If you're not familiar with this, please take some time and browse this site and learn what it all has to offer. If you notice the toolbox, you'll see the third button down has an AOS button. Select it and it will take you to the login screen. Your username is your first initial, last name, and the password is 1234. Note, if this is the first time you are logging in, the password is 1234. If you have changed it, of course it's no longer 1234, but that is the default and that's what it is when you are set up with Exit Real Estate Gallery. Okay? Once you are fully logged in, you'll notice that there's an Exit Real Estate Gallery logo, the top left-hand corner of the web page, followed by your username. Okay? Please make sure that you check this every time you log in. If for some reason when you log in there is a name other than your name, please immediately go to the right-hand side of the screen and log out. Sometimes that happens when an agent is on floor duty before you and you use the same computer. If they have left the machine or left the screen open or the program running or did not log out before they closed it out and you immediately open it up a short time after, it will open up and they will already be logged in. So please make sure that this information always reflects your name. Okay? To the right, there will be three buttons that you will use often. The first is the logout button, which you will use every time you wish to log out of AOS, okay, whether it be your computer or one of the office machines. You'll see the to-do list, the to-do list button, which we'll go over in detail a little bit when I show you how to make showing appointments, and the main panel. By selecting the main panel button, anywhere else in the program will take you back to this screen, which is your main panel. Okay, there are a lot of control boxes, as you'll see here. Okay, mainly you will use the listing control box. Okay, from the listing control box you can search for any listing that is listed under Exit Real Estate Gallery in the MLS. Okay, AOS ports from MLS every 24 hours. Okay, I'm not sure if that happens at exactly what time, but it's sometime in the middle of the night. So for example, if I were to have uploaded a property onto the MLS this morning, the listing probably will not be on AOS yet. It typically takes 24 hours for it to port. Okay? You can search for listings several different ways. Okay, if you look at the first drop-down box, okay, street name, MLS, ad number, alternate number, agent name, street name, subdivision. Okay, primarily you will use street name, MLS number, agent name, street number, and occasionally subdivision. Okay, occasionally subdivision. I often, when I'm making showing appointments, I use street name, MLS number, or street number. Okay. For example, if a customer were to call or an agent were to call and say, "Hello, I'd like to make a showing appointment on 123 First Street." Well, I don't know if the agent, when they entered it into MLS, listed the property as 123 FIRST Street, or if they listed it as 123 1ST Street. So, in this case, I would use the street number, and then I could simply type in 123. Okay? If they call and they say, "I don't remember the number, but it's on Main Street," I could simply type in Main and select go. If the caller were to say, "I'm not sure which street name, I'm in Oakleaf," and if you guys are familiar with Oakleaf, it's a CDD that has many different subdivisions in it, so typing in Oakleaf wouldn't really probably help you or narrow it down enough. But they might say, "But I saw a sign rider that said Raymond Rivera on it." Okay, you can select agent name and type in Rivera, and it will bring you up all of his properties, and you can locate the one that's in Oakleaf. Okay, if it's an agent making a showing appointment, she may say, "Hey, I have an MLS, which is 123456. Okay, so it's easy to search for a property, and there are many different ways to do that. Okay, we are going to search a property and go over the mechanics of a listing. So when you select that search button, you select the MLS, enter the MLS number and select go. It's going to open that listing. And I'm using for training purposes one of Raymond Rivera's listings. Okay. This information ports from MLS. Okay. So here on the listing info tab, you will find the information that is ported from MLS. Okay. You'll notice at the bottom there's a virtual tour. If someone were to call and say, hi, there were several properties in this particular subdivision, and I think this is the green one. Is 1510 the green one? You can select the images tab, select the different images, and you could say, no, this one's not green. Okay? Or if they wanted to confirm, is that the one with the one door garage? Yes, sir, this is the one with the one door garage. Does that have carpet or does it have hardwood flooring? Okay? These would be some questions that you could answer by selecting this tab and perusing the photos. The next tab, the Showing Info tab, is going to provide the information that the agent entered regarding showings. And you'll notice that Raymond in the showing agent instructions said it's vacant on non-standard lockbox, and he's provided the code and asked you to leave a card. Okay? So this information is helpful if it were the agent that we're calling to schedule or request a showing. The New Showing tab is where you will go and has all the mechanics to actually create and enter a showing appointment. And we'll go over this briefly in just a little bit. Okay? Showing feedback. This is helpful to the listing agent. So say I am Raymond Rivera and I want to collect feedback from people that have shown, or agents that have shown my property, so that I can provide it to my customer. I can come into AOS and select the Showing Feedback tab, and I can send an email request to the agents that have shown the property, okay? Or I can actually physically call the agent. For example, on March 25th, Donald Carson showed this property. So I could certainly select manual submit. I could phone Donald and say, hey Donald, you show my property on 123 Main Street, or I'm sorry, 1510 Hammond Wood Drive on March 25th at 12:30. May I get some feedback from you? I can select the manual submit button and I could enter the feedback here if I so chose. Okay? Appointments. If again I am the listing agent, I'm Raymond Rivera, I could open up my property in AOS and I can look to see how many appointments that I had. Why is that helpful? Or how many appointments that were scheduled? Why is that helpful? Well, I can provide this information to the seller. Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, I've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 showings in March, or if it were in March, okay, for this particular property. Or I haven't had any showings. Maybe that could be evidence for you requesting a price reduction, or whatever, okay? It's just another tool. We will not use the memos, advertising, or miscellaneous activity tabs, so there's no reason to show you those, okay? Now again, back to the main panel. To get back to the main panel, you could simply select the main panel button, and it'll bring you back to the main panel home screen, okay? So let's schedule an appointment, okay? So if a customer calls in, if an agent calls in and wants to make appointment for Raymond's 1510 Hammond Wood Drive. Hi, I am Stanley Bishop. I'd like to make a showing appointment. Okay? When you answer that phone, let me back up just a little bit. When that phone rings and you're on floor duty, we want you to answer the phone. Hello, my name is Nancy Soriano with Exit Real Estate Gallery. How may I help you today? Or, thank you for calling Exit Real Estate Gallery. This is Nancy Soriano. How may I help you? Okay? Please do not answer the phone, hello. Okay? Let the caller know that they've reached the destination that they were trying to reach. You want to always state in a clear, friendly voice that they have reached Exit Real Estate Gallery. Give them your name and let them know you are there to help. So, phone rings, I pick it up again. Hello, thank you for calling Exit Real Estate Gallery. This is Nancy Soriano. How may I help you? Okay, that's the appropriate way to answer the phone. Okay? Well, my name is Stanley Bishop, the caller says. I'd like to make a showing appointment. Fantastic, Stanley. Which property would you like to show today? Okay? Now, Stanley is going to say he's either going to give you a property address or he's going to give you an MLS number. Okay? We'll say he's giving you the property address. Type in the street name and select go. And I always confirm. Mr. Bishop, you did say 1510 Hammondwood Drive Road. Is that correct? Yes. Fantastic. It's going to open up to new showing. Okay? So I can look here and see that it's vacant on non-standard lockbox. Gives me the code, leaves a card. I don't give Mr. Bishop or the showing agent that's calling in this information just yet. What I do is say, okay, Mr. Bishop. Or if I did not remember his name, I'd say, could you please give me your name again, please? All right, so I know it's Mr. Bishop, and I'm going to say, did you say your name was Stanley Bishop with Exit Real Estate Gallery? Yes, I did. Fantastic, Stanley. Can you please confirm, is your telephone number 904-237-2933? Yes, it is. Typically, there's an email address. In order to send the agent feedback requests, or the listing agent to send feedback requests, there has to be an email address here. So typically, if there is an email address, I confirm it. Stanley, would you please confirm that your email address is stan@propertyandjacks.com? Stanley would say yes. Fantastic, Stanley. Thank you so much for that information. When would you like to show this property? He's going to give you a date. Okay, you'd like to show it on Friday the 8th. At what time? Most often they're going to say something like between 10 and noon. Okay, you'll notice that you have a max time frame. Okay, so between 10 and noon, we're going to say, okay, 2 hours, 10 and noon. We're going to select schedule this showing. When you get to schedule this showing, confirm again or read again this information. Vacant or non-standard lockbox code, leave a card. Okay, you're saying, reading that to yourself. You're going to say, okay, Mr. Bishop, I'm showing that this property is vacant. It is on a non-standard lockbox. Are you ready for the code? Why, yes, I am. It's pound, P as in Paul, A as in apple, D as in drive. Pound pad. We ask that you please leave a business card and remember to lock up when you go. Thank you so much. Once you do that, you hang up. You select the box for owner-tenant because you didn't need to call them because it is vacant on non-standard lockbox. Select showing agent because you've just given them the instructions. And you select a box here for the listing agent because it will send them a confirmation that the showing was made. Okay? I typically add a note, so under here, activity and additional notes. Scheduled showing. And if there was any instructions like leave a business card, don't forget to lock up, that kind of thing, I always put in here, reminded agent to leave a card. I'm going to put test here so that when Raymond receives notification that there was a showing on his property, he will realize that it is a test. Okay? Select add note. You'll see that before I checked all of these, the appointment status was unconfirmed. Okay? But as I check all three of these, it goes to confirmed. Select save changes. By selecting save changes, it's going to take me back to my main panel. Okay? Let's say that a customer, or I'm sorry, a showing agent phoned on a property that isn't vacant and isn't available to show whenever. Okay? We'll use 123 property address as that example. Okay? So we had a showing agent call. Hello, this is Stanley Bishop. I'd like to make a showing appointment for 123 property address, please. Fantastic. I look that property up. I select it. Again, it opens up to new showing. Okay? I read this to myself, and I will note that home is occupied. Okay? And I have to get confirmation. See this here? Have to get confirmation from the seller before I schedule and book this appointment. Okay? What I do is I say, okay, again, I'm so sorry. What was your name, sir? He's going to say Stanley Bishop. All right. So I'm going to search for him. And Mr. Bishop, you're with Exit Real Estate Gallery. Is that correct? Yes, Nancy, I'm with Exit Real Estate Gallery. Again, I'm going to confirm his telephone number. Stanley, is your telephone number 904-237-2933? Why, yes, it is. Is your email address stan@propertyandjacks.com? Why, yes, it is. When would you like to show this property? He's going to say whatever date and time. So we'll say he wants to show it on Friday the 8th. And we'll say from noon to 1. So from noon to 1 is 1 hour. We're going to select the button to schedule this showing. Again, the schedule button, the appointment status window will open, and we'll see that it's unconfirmed. At this time, you tell the showing agent, or as we're using as an example, Mr. Bishop, we will say, Mr. Bishop, this property requires confirmation from the seller prior to scheduling. So what I'm going to do is I just want to confirm again that your telephone number is 237-2933, and that's a good number to reach you back on. Yes. I'm going to reach out to the seller, get confirmation, and I'll give you a call back as soon as possible. He's going to say thank you. You're going to hang up. At that time, you are going to follow the instructions. It says, home is occupied. Call John Doe first and leave a message if he doesn't answer. Okay? If he does not answer, call Jane Doe and leave a message. Must have confirmed showing before scheduling appointment. It's on an EFAR lockbox. You'll notice private internal showing instructions also says, do not schedule showing appointment unless you speak with one of the owners to confirm first. Okay, so I'm going to do exactly what it said. It said call John first. So I'm going to look up here in the owner information. I'm going to see owner name, John Doe, owner number 2, Jane Doe, and I'll see owner 1 phone, owner 2 phone. Okay, so I'm going to look at this and I'm going to call this number. If I reach John and actually speak to him, I'm going to say, Mr. Doe, this is Nancy Soriano with Exit Real Estate Gallery in, who's my listing agent, Nancy Soriano, in Nancy Soriano's office. I'm calling because I have a customer that would like, I have an agent that would like to show your property on Friday, April 8th from 12 to 1. Is that time convenient for you? If John says yes, okay, you thank him, hang up, make a note, confirmed appointment with John Doe, okay? Select Add Note. Select that button because you've contacted him. You will then reach out to the showing agent. Dial Stanley Bishop's number. You'll call Stanley and you will say, hello, Stanley. This is Nancy Soriano with Exit Real Estate Gallery. I'm calling to confirm your appointment at 123 property address for Friday, April 8th from 12 to 1. You're going to say yes, and you're going to say, perfectly okay to show the property. I have a confirmed appointment for you. It is on a NEFAR lockbox. Okay, I always, as a rule, remind them, please remember to lock up, and please remember that when you receive our feedback request, please just take a few moments and send us back some very valuable feedback. Thank you so much. Hang up the phone, check the box. You always check the box for the listing agent, so it will send them notification. You'll notice that the appointment status goes from unconfirmed to confirmed once you have all 3 of these boxes, and you'll select Save Changes. Okay? If for some reason John Doe did not answer the phone, for example, you will then hang up, then you'll call the next number as it says in this example. If Jane does not answer the phone, you leave her a message and you wait for them to call you back. So if you waited, you called, left a message on John's voicemail in this example, then phone Jane, reached her voicemail, left a message as well, you're still going to select, even with the appointment status, as unconfirmed, Save Changes. Okay, when you select Save Changes, 2 things are going to happen. 1, it's going to take you back to your main panel screen. Second, if you look at your to-do button, remember I said we were going to go over this when I show you how to do showing instructions? When you select the to-do button, okay, you'll notice that there are 3 to-dos. That means there are 3 unconfirmed appointments. That's what the number 3 means. If it said 2, there would be 2 unconfirmed appointments. If it had a number 1, there would be 1 unconfirmed appointment. Okay, you're going to find your name under here under the Scheduled By column. Okay, and you'll see, okay, 123 property address, Stanley Bishop wants to show it, and at this time. Okay, you'll notice that. Click back to main panel. After an hour, if John or Jane call you back, I answer the phone. Hello, thank you for calling Exit Real Estate Gallery. This is Nancy Soriano. How may I help you? Hi, my name is John Doe. I am returning a call from someone in your office about 123 property address. Somebody wanted to schedule an appointment. You can simply select the to-do button. You'll notice that we reached out to someone on 123 property address. Select Confirm. And you would say, thank you very much, Mr. Doe. Does this time work for you? Yes, Friday the 8th at 12, from 12 to 1 works for me. You'll select this button. Thank him very much for his time. Hang up. Call the showing agent back. Mr. Bishop, this is Nancy Soriano with Exit Real Estate Gallery calling to confirm your appointment for 123 property address on Friday, April 8th from 12 to 1. Okay, it's perfectly okay to show. Please note that it is underneath our lockbox, and remember to lock up before you go. Please also remember, after you show the property, we're going to send you an email for some feedback. Please take a few moments and send us some valuable feedback. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Check this off, and select Save Changes. Okay? Say, for example, instead, when Mr. Doe phoned you back, okay? We'll select Save Changes. Say when Mr. Doe phoned you back, he called and said, hello, my name is Mr. Doe. I'm calling you at 123 property address. You called me, or someone from your office phoned me, to schedule an appointment for Friday from 12 to 1. Unfortunately, we have out-of-town guests, and we can't show the property this weekend. Okay? What I would then say was, okay, Mr. Doe, I certainly understand that. Is there a time that's more convenient for you? Okay? Or you can say, okay, Mr. Doe, I will reach out to that showing agent and see if another time is more acceptable. All right? Hang up the phone with Mr. Doe. You will click on Cancel. Oops, I'm so sorry. You will click on Confirm. Reach out to Stanley Bishop and advise, Mr. Bishop, this is Nancy Soriano at 123 Main Street, or at Exit Real Estate Gallery, calling regarding 123 property address. I have spoken with the seller, and unfortunately they have out-of-town guests this weekend and will not be able to show it this weekend. Is there a time, another time that would be more appropriate for you to show the property? He's probably going to say, I have to get back with my customer, what have you. I'll call back to reschedule if it suits. Okay? You can simply select Cancel Appointment, type in out-of-town guests, seller can't show. Oops, sorry. I always put showing agent will call back or may call back to reschedule. Select OK. When you select OK, it'll take you to your to-do screen, and you will see that that listing is gone. Okay? Go back to your main panel, and we'll pull up that property address again. If you go to Appointments, you will see this one was confirmed, this one was canceled, or this one was unconfirmed, and this one was canceled. Okay? Very, very simple. Always remember that your home office admin is there to help you if you have any questions about scheduling showing appointments. Okay? We also encourage you to contact one of your EREG siblings before your very first floor duty shift and ask them, hey, look on the schedule and see what time is convenient for you. Find whoever is on that floor duty shift and give them a call and say, hey, this is Nancy Soriano from the Mandarin office. I'm going to do floor duty on Friday, my very first time. Would you mind if I come in and just shadow you a little bit and see how you do floor, what you say, so I can be a little more comfortable on Friday? Rarely, if ever, has there ever been a time when the floor agent says, oh no, I'm not comfortable with you watching me. They'll say, absolutely, come on in, okay? Just so you can get comfortable. Okay, again, your home office admin is always there to help. So if you have any questions or you forget a step, certainly reach out to your home office admin for assistance. Have a great day.